Let us share my desktop screen to you all. Now I am going to show you the tutorial of hydrology. Okay, this is the hydrology tutorial number 3. Look at the question. The question is related to the Horton's equation. We have the Horton's equation. We have already uh, um, studied about the Horton's equation. This equation is used to find the infiltration capacity of the soil, and that is after plotting the infiltration rate versus the time the curve is obtained. The equation of this curve is determined, and with the help of this equation, any value of for any value of time t, the infiltration capacity of the soil is calculated. So this is related to the Horton's equation. In Horton's equation, we use such type of equation as Horton's equation. F is equal to Fc plus F0 minus Fc e power minus kt. This is the Horton's equation. And the k is here. E power minus kt. The k is the variable or constant, and that which depends upon the depends according to the nature of the infiltration rate of the soil. And this this k is called Horton's constant. This is called Horton's constant, and the value of k has to be determined with the given variables and the data. Now, the infiltration rate for excess rain on a small area was observed to be 3 inch per hour at the beginning of a rain, and it decreased exponentially towards an equilibrium value of 0.40 inch per hour. A total of 20 inches of water infiltrated during 10 hours interval. Determine the value of k in Horton's equation. We have to find the Horton's equation, or the data is given. Now, the initial infiltration rate is given by F naught. Okay, initial infiltration rate is given by F naught, which is observed as 3 inch per hour. This is 3 inch per hour. Beginning of the rain, this is the initial rate of infiltration, that is 3 inch per hour, which is given in terms of inch. Okay. Now, final infiltration is towards an equilibrium value. The equilibrium value, the rate of the infiltration of the soil decreases exponentially. For the equilibrium value, the value of the Fc with the value rate of infiltration, which is constant, Fc is given as 0.40 inch per hour. This is the Fc. Okay. Now, a total of 20 inches. The total depth of infiltration during the time hour of the 10-hour period of the infiltration or rainfall, the total depth of infiltration is 20 inch. Total depth of infiltration is denoted by capital F. Total depth of infiltration is denoted by capital F. Okay. Now, total depth of infiltration is denoted by capital F, which is 20 inch, and the time of infiltration is 10 hours. T is equal to 10 hours. All these data are given. We have to find the value of k of the Horton's equation. Now, look at the Horton's equation. For the Horton's equation is given as, and the rate of infiltration F is equal to Fc plus F naught minus Fc e power minus kt. This is the basic equation of the Horton. Okay. Now, the value of the total depth of infiltration is the integration of this Horton's equation. The total depth of infiltration is integration of this Horton's equation from 0 to time t is equal to 10 hours. We have to integrate this equation. Total infiltration is nothing. It is the integration of F into dt, where 0 to t. Okay. Now, you will get the, after integrating F into dt, the F value is Fc plus F naught minus Fc e power minus kt. Then Fc into t plus F naught minus Fc divided by k e power minus kt minus 1 the k is negative. That's why 1 minus e power minus kt will be the equation. And for the value of t is equal to 0 to 1, for the value of t is equal to 0 to 1, when t is equal to 0, e power minus kt is equal to 1. When t is equal to 10 hours, t is equal to 10 hours, for the long duration of the time of 10 hours, e power minus kt value will be very, very small, and that can be neglected. Minus e power minus kt can be neglected. For the longer time, t e power minus kt will be very small and can be neglected. This can be neglected. So this equation becomes fct plus f0 minus fc divided by k. This equation becomes f is equal to fct plus f0 minus fc by k. This will be the equation reduces to in this form for the total depth of infiltration. Okay. Now from this equation, the value of k will be f minus fct, which moves toward the denominator side, and the k becomes f naught minus fc divided by f minus fct. The t value is 10 hours, so put the value of t as 10 hour, f naught as 3 inch per hour, and the fc as 0.40 inch per hour. You will get the value of k as 0.16 per hour. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Azure sir.
You all understand this? Hello. What I have done for the finding the value of k, the Horton's equation is if you integrate the Horton's equation from 0 to t hours, which gives the total depth of infiltration. That is the area of the curve, area lying under the curve. This is the area of the area below the curve. That will be the integration of the all of the small areas, which gives the total depth of infiltration. That's why the alternate, if you integrate, integration means to sum up. Okay, integration means sum up. That's why the infiltration rate divided by the time dt for a small hour from 0 to t hours, you will get the total depth of infiltration. So total depth of infiltration given as 20 inch. If you put the f value as 20 inch, fc value as the 0.40 and f naught value as 3, and the time is 10 hours, then you will get the value of Horton's constant k is equal to 0.16 per hour. Okay, 0.16 per hour. There is no inch. 0.16 per hour is its unit. This is the question number first to determine the Horton's equation. Okay. Now for the second question, the Horton's infiltration equation is given by f is equal to 0.8 plus 3 e power minus 0.60, where f is in mm per hour. Infiltration rate is in given as mm per hour and t is in hours. Determine the values of f naught, fc and k. Determine the values of f naught, fc and k. Also, if the rate of precipitation is 5 mm per hour, rate of rainfall is 5 mm per hour, determine the depth of infiltration for the 4 hours. Determine the infiltration depth of infiltration for the 4 hours. Now, the solution, the equation is given here. F is equal to 0.80 plus 3e minus 0.60. This is the equation of the infiltration curve or infiltration equation. This is the equation. Now compare this equation. Compare this equation to the Horton's equation. Horton's equation is F is equal to Fc plus F naught minus Fc e power minus Kt. If you compare this given equation with the basic equation of Horton, this is the basic equation of Horton. If you consider, if you compare the given equation with this Horton's equation, then the value of Fc will be 0.80, isn't it? Look at the equation. The value of Fc will be 0.80. If you compare equation, this given equation and the Horton's equation, the value of FC will be 0.80. And the F naught minus FC will be 3. Okay, F naught minus FC will be 3. The value of K will be 0.6. Okay, the value of K will be minus is equal to minus, the value of K will be 0.6. If you compare this, the time is not provided here. That's why we have to find the time 4 hours and the total depth of the infiltration in 0 to 4 hours. What will be the total depth of infiltration from 0 to 4 hours? Now, after comparing this equation, FC will be 0.80, F naught minus FC is equal to 3, and put the value of FC in this equation, F naught will be 3.80 mm per hour. Okay. FC is find out by comparing this equation with the Arton's equation. The FC value is 0.80. F naught minus FC is 3. That's why FC is known as 0.80. Now you can find the F naught. Now F naught will be 3 plus FC. The FC is 0.80. This value will be 3.80 mm per hour. Now K is e power minus KT. E power minus KT is minus 0.6. T. Okay, K means 0.60 per hour. K is equal to 0.60 per hour. Now, since the precipitation rate, now the precipitation rate is 5 mm per hour. Precipitation rate is 5 mm per hour, and more than the initial infiltration rate. Initial infiltration rate is what? 0.80 mm per hour. Initial infiltration rate is 3.8 mm per hour, but the precipitation is 5 mm per hour. Okay, precipitation is more than the absorption rate of the soil, more than the initial rate of infiltration. So the infiltration takes place at its capacity rate. So the infiltration will occur up to the rate of 3.80 mm per hour. Okay, this is the capacity rate. Now, total depth of infiltration for 4 hours. Total depth of infiltration for 4 hours. This is capital F. For determining the capital F, the integration of the F into dt. The F will be the equation of the equation is F is equal to 0.80 plus 3 e power minus kt is given here. The total depth of infiltration lying below this curve or equation is total depth of infiltration, and that is the integration of the equation. Now, integration of the equation for 0 to 4 hours. The time is given as 0 to 4 hours, which gives the total depth of infiltration. Now, total depth of infiltration is given by capital F is equal to integration F into dt. The equation of the Arton's equation is given as 0.80 plus 3 e power minus 0.60 t into dt. If you integrate this, then this equation becomes 0.80 t minus 3 divided by 0.60 into e power minus 0.60, which this plus is converted into minus by after dividing by 0.60. Okay, minus 0.60, the plus 3 becomes minus 3, and e power minus 0.60 t. If this is for 0 to t hours. Now F will be 0.80 into 4 minus, if you divide 3 divided by 0.6, it will become 5 into e power minus 0.60 minus e power 0.6 into 0, which becomes 1. Which gives the total depth of infiltration as 53.515 mm. For 4 hours, the total depth of infiltration will be 53.515 hours. Hello? Hello? Have you understand this? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, let us move to the third equation. Third question. The ordinate of the rainfall mass curve of a storm over a basin of area 550 km square measure as follows. The ordinate of the rainfall mass curve of the storm. The time is given here, and the rainfall is provided as the cumulative rainfall, which gives the mass curve of the rainfall. That is, for each and every hour from 0 to that hour is considered. from 0 to 1 hour, rainfall is 1.5 centimeter. From 0 to 2 hour, the rainfall is total of 3.3 centimeter. From 0 to 3 hour, the total rainfall is 3.5. In this way, from 0 to 8 hour, total depth of infiltration, depth of precipitation is 7.6 centimeter. Okay, this is the cumulative rainfall. The infiltration during the storm can be represented by the Horton's equation, having values of F naught is equal to 1 centimeter per hour, Fc is equal to 0.4 centimeter per hour, K is equal to 0.40 per hour. Estimate the runoff volume. The Horton's, if this equation is represented by the Horton's equation, then find the runoff volume. What will be the total volume of the surface runoff that will not infiltrate into the ground? What will be the total volume of the surface runoff that is produced by this rainfall over the catchment area of 550 square kilometer? This is the question. Now, according to the Horton's equation, we know the Horton's equation is given by F is equal to Fc plus F naught minus Fc e power minus kt. Put the provided value of F naught, Fc and k. Put the provided value of F naught, Fc and k. If you put this value to this Horton's equation, then you will get the equation as F is equal to this F is EF is equal to 0.40 plus 0.60 e power minus 0.20 t. Okay, the k is given as 0.40. This is not 0.20 here. This is 0.40. Okay. Why should I write this? The 0.40 Fc value is 0.40. F naught minus Fc 1 minus 0.40 is becomes 0.60. E power minus k value is given as 0.40 per hour. And this is 0.40 per hour. Okay. The equation will be like this. Getting the value of k as 0.20. E power minus 0.40 t, which gives the equation of putting t as 0.40 into 8 minus 0.60 divided by 4, which gives becomes the value of 1.5. Minus F is 0.40 into t minus 1.5, 60 divided by 40, 1.5, and e power minus 0.4 into t. T will be given as 8 hour, and it will gives the 3.2 minus 1, and you will get the total infiltration as this is not the infiltration equation. Now power minus 3.2 minus 1 into 1.5 minus 3.2 minus 4.6388. 4.638. Okay, this which gives the value of 4.638 centimeter is equal to 4.8. Total depth of infiltration will be 4.64 centimeter. Now, depth of runoff. The total total precipitation depth is 7.6 centimeter. According to this cumulative rainfall, from 0 to 8 hours, the total depth of rainfall is 7.6 centimeter, and from 0 to 8 hours, total depth of infiltration is 4.64 centimeter. That's why total depth of runoff is equal to precipitation depth minus infiltration depth, which gives the 7.6 minus 4.64. Gives the value of 7.6 minus 4.64, 2.96, and this value will be 2.96. This is divided by 8360. 8360 1.5 2.96 16497 06665. This will be the 2.96 into 550 into 1000 into 1000 divided by 100. 1628 1628 0.96 divided by 100 into 500 hectare or 550 hectare. 50 square kilometer. And 550 into 1 is 162 68,000. Total volume of runoff. Now, look at this. Total depth of infiltration is 4.64 centimeter in 8 hours. This depth is all over the catchment area. This depth is all over the catchment area. Okay. Now the total rainfall depth is 7.6 centimeter, and the total depth of infiltration is 4.64 centimeter. The remaining water that is flown towards the river or stream by runoff, surface runoff. That's why depth of water for the surface runoff will be total precipitation minus infiltration. Total depth of precipitation minus infiltration. In terms of depth of runoff will be total depth of precipitation, which gives the value of 2.96 centimeter. This 2.96 centimeter of the catchment area of 550 square kilometer. Total depth of 2.96 over the 550 square kilometer area produces the volume of runoff as runoff depth into the area of the basin. Runoff depth is here worked out as in terms of centimeter. It is converted into meter by dividing it by 100, and the area is given in square kilometer. Kilometer is square. That's why for square kilometer into meter square, we have to multiply by 1000 into 1000. That is 10 to the power 6 is multiplied with 550. You will get the total runoff volume of 1,680,000 cubic meter. That's why 1 crore 62 lakhs and 80,000 cubic meter. which becomes divided by 10 power 6 1.28 16.28 16.28 6 10 power 6 million cubic meter. Okay, cubic meter. Now you can write in this way also. This is the answer. What will be the volume of the runoff? This is the answer. Have you all understand this? Hello? First of all, find the total depth of infiltration using the Horton's equation, and the total depth of precipitation minus total depth of precipitation minus total depth of infiltration provides the total depth of runoff, and that runoff depth is multiplied by area of the basin, which gives the value of runoff volume. Okay, this is the question number 3. Now for question number 4, the infiltration rate observed during the test of single ring infiltrometer are given below. The infiltration rate observed during the test of single ring infiltrometers are given below. Develop the Horton's equation to fit the above data. I will have to find the Horton's equation. The observation is done for from 0.03 hour to 6 hour. The rate of infiltration is reducing from 0.80 to 0.19. This is the infiltration that is being decreased exponentially from 0.80 to 0.19, which is this data is taken from the experimental data of the single ring infiltrometer or double ring infiltrometer that may be provided in the can be done in the field. Okay, this we have already discussed about the infiltrometers, and this is the experimental method. From the experimental method, the added rate of the water for the respected time duration is considered. That's why from this data there are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 data are available with respect to different values of the infiltration rate of F centimeter per hour. Okay, now Horton's equation. From the Horton's equation, we know the Horton's equation is given by F is equal to Fc plus F naught minus Fc e power minus kT. This is the Horton's equation. We have to develop the Horton's equation into simpler form. We have to develop this Horton's equation into simpler form, so that with respect to any value of T, the rate of infiltration can be determined using this equation. So for this equation, I took Fc towards the left hand side here. F minus Fc is equal to F naught minus Fc e power minus kT. This equation is same. Taking log on both sides, you can take natural log or base 10 log also you can use. Okay, I use the natural log here. Ln is equal to F minus Fc is equal to Ln F naught minus Fc minus kT. After multiplying this equation with ln, it becomes ln F minus Fc one value, and for the right hand side minus kT into ln E, minus kT into ln E plus ln F naught minus Fc will come. That ln E becomes 1. That's why minus kT is here. Minus kT and plus ln F naught minus Fc is log A into log B. If you convert this, then you can get the equation in this type, in this form. Now putting this minus kT as the at the front side, then you'll get the equation as ln F minus Fc is equal to minus kT plus ln F naught minus Fc. This is the equation. This is the equation, and this equation can be compared with the equation of the straight line as y is equal to mx plus c. If you compare this equation 1 with the equation of the straight line, then y is equal to ln F minus Fc. Y is equal to ln F minus Fc. M is equal to minus k. m is equal to minus k, x is equal to t, x is equal to t, and c is equal to ln f naught minus fc. Up to this, do you all understand? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now, now after comparing this, you must know that x is represented for the t. Okay, x is t. C is equal to ln f minus fc. Initial infiltration minus constant rate of the infiltration. Ln f naught minus fc is c. Okay. Y is equal to f minus fc. The rate of infiltration is given here, and the constant rate can, if you subtract from the rate of infiltration to the constant value and multiplied by ln, then you will get the value of y. Okay. This is the equation. Now, for look at the time duration and look at the f value. The time duration is not started from the 0 hour. Time duration is not started from the 0 hour. Okay, it is not started from the 0 hour, and the last value of the fc is 0.19. The last value of fc is 0.19. If the 7 hours time is given and the value of f again is 0.19, then we can say that 0.19 is the constant rate of the infiltration. But there is no other data here. There is no other data here, so we cannot take the value of 0.19 as the constant rate of infiltration. So I have chosen the value. I have chosen the value just smaller than the value of 0.19 as 0.18. Okay, I have chosen the value of 0.18 as the constant rate of infiltration up to for this data. Now y is equal to ln f minus x is equal to t, c is equal to ln f minus c, m is equal to minus k. From equation this, now you is taking fc as 0.18 centimeter per hour. The fc means constant rate of infiltration is taken below this value 0.19. I have taken the value of 0.18 centimeter per hour. Okay, this value is taken. Now serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Put this data in the tabular format. Time, f value. Okay, time is given as 0.03. 0.15, 0.35, 0.80, 1.6, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, and 6 hours respectively. This is time is plotted here. Now f is given as infiltration rate for respected time hour duration is 0.80, 0.77, 0.58, 0.49, which are also plotted here. 0.80, 0.59. We have to find the value of y. We have to find the value of y. This time t hours is the is related to x. That's why this is x. Okay, mx minus kt. M is equal to minus k. X is equal to t. Time hour is t hours. This t is considered as x. Okay. Now ln f minus fc. This is the f value. F value is given here. Infiltration rate is given here. This is the f value for the respected time. 0.03, 0.15, 0.35, 0.80, etc. Now this is the rate of infiltration for the respective time given here. Now if we take the constant rate, the rate of infiltration just less than the 0.19 centimeter per hour as 0.18 centimeter per hour. If you take if I take the value of the constant rate of infiltration as 0.18, because whether this 0.19 is the constant rate of infiltration or not, because I don't know that. That's why I have chosen the slightly less value than this. If this time is again prolonged to 7 hours and the rate of infiltration again 0.19, then 0.19 will be the constant rate of the infiltration. Otherwise, you have to take the smaller value than this value. Any value you can take, relative value. So I have chosen the 0.18 centimeter per hour. Now subtract 0.18 from 0.80. Subtract 0.18 from 0.80 and multiplied by ln. You will get the value of minus 0.48. ln bracket 0.80 minus 0.18 bracket close. You will get the value of 0.48 minus 0.48. Similarly, 0.77 minus 0.18 minus 0.77 minus 0.18, and that value is multiplied by FC. You will get the value of minus 0.43. In this way, subtract 0.18 from the F value and multiplied by ln, natural log ln. You will get these values of y as minus 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 minus, and add up all these values, which gives the summation y. Add up all these y value, you can get the summation y. And if you add all these x values, all these x values, you will get the summation x. Okay, you will get the summation x. Now we need the xy also. We need the xy also. So multiply 0.03 and 0.48. Okay, multiply 0.03 and minus 0.48. You will get the value of 0.01. Okay, you will get the value of 0.01. I have not taken more data beyond the 2 digits of decimal. You can put here the other data also. If you took the longer data beyond the decimal, then the value of the equation or value that we calculated will gives the higher precise values, rather than taking the 2 digits of a decimal value. Okay, if you take 2 up to 4 digits or 5 digits, then the data will be again much more realistic. Okay, I have chosen only 2 digits from the decimal. You can take up to 5 digits also. If you multiply this 0.03 into 0.4, the value will be 0.012134 value is coming. I choose only 2 digits from the decimal. Similarly, 0.15 into minus 0.53, you get the value of 0.08 something. I choose only 2 digits. You can take all the data. Okay. Now in this way, multiply x and y, you will get the values of minus values of all these data, because x is positive, y is negative. That's why by multiplying positive and negative, all data will be negative. The summation xy will be minus 63.67. We need again the x square as x square data also, and the x square is 0.03 square, which gives the value of 0.009. 0.0009, and that data can be converted into instead of 9, we can provide 1 0 as 1. Last 0 in front of 9 value can be chosen as 1. So this value will be 0.001. 0.15 square, which gives the value of 0.0225, which becomes 0.023. I choose up to 3 digits here. Okay, that's why after adding all these x square value, you will get the summation x square as 78.097. Now these data are now. I have already stated here that using the least square method, I am going to solve this problem using the least square method to find the equation of the Horton for establishing the relation of this data. I have to find the Horton's equation. That's why I did up to this. Now according to the theory, you have already studied in the theory. Okay, using the least square method, the value of m is minus k, that can be calculated by using the formula n summation xi minus summation x summation y, n summation x square minus summation x whole square. This is the equation. This is the equation which has been already in the theoretical part. Okay, so this equation is used here. So for this equation, summation xy is needed, summation x is needed, summation y is needed, summation x square is needed. Okay, for this equation we need these data. That's why I have done this to determine the required data, and then total number of the data n is equal to 9 here. We have provided with the 9 numbers of data, so n is equal to 9. Summation x, summation y, summation xy, summation x square, all data are are calculated in the tabular format. Now to find the m value, use the relation. N summation xy minus summation x summation y divided by n summation x square minus 1 summation x whole square, which gives the n value is 9 into summation xy minus 63.67 minus summation x 19.43 into summation y minus 17.99 minus 17.99 divided by n value is 9 and summation x square is 78.097 minus summation x whole square, summation x is 19.43 whole square means 19.43 whole square. Okay, after solving this, the value of m is calculated as minus 0.686, which can be taken as minus 0.69. Okay, which can be taken as minus 0.69. But yeah, we have compared the if you compare this equation with the if this straight line equation and this equation number 1, the value m is equal to minus k will be minus m. Okay, m is equal to minus k, then k will be minus m. That's why the value of k is equal to minus m, which becomes the positive 0.69 per hour. Okay, m is minus 0.69, so k is minus m. After multiplying this minus becomes plus, which gives the value of 0.69 per hour. The unit of k is per hour. That's why plus 0.69 per hour. Now for finding the constant, C, we use the equation C is equal to summation y minus m summation x divided by m. Summation y minus m summation x, all this is divided by total number of the observation. Summation y is minus 17.99 minus this is the this minus is for the formula, and the m is minus 0.69. The value of m is minus 0.69. That's why minus 0.69 into summation x is 19.43, and use all is divided by 9. Here is 9. You will get the value of C as minus 0.51. You will get the value of C as minus 0.59. Again, you can see at that the C is ln f naught minus fc. C equals to ln f naught minus fc. That is ln f naught minus fc becomes equal to C. So ln f naught minus fc becomes equal to C. So f naught minus fc will be e power C. If you have to delete ln from this equation, then f naught minus fc will be e power C. Then the f naught minus fc will be e power minus 0.51, which gives the value of 0.60. But fc is considered as 0.18 centimeter per hour here. So putting the value of fc in this equation, f naught will be 0.60 plus fc, 0.60 plus 0.18, which gives the value of 0.78 centimeter per hour. Now you determine the value of k, you determine the value of f naught, you took the value of fc as 0.18, and all the variables of the Horton's equations are known. Now according to the time duration, the infiltration rate will be changed accordingly. Okay. Now the Horton's equation becomes f is equal to fc. The value of fc is taken as 0.18 plus f naught minus fc. F naught is 0.78 minus fc 0.18, which gives the value of 0.60. Okay. Oh, f naught minus fc is 0.60. E power minus kt. K is equal to 0.69. So minus k becomes 0.69 into t. This will be the Horton's equation. If you put the any value of t here, then the rate of infiltration can be calculated. For t is equal to 7 hours, the rate of infiltration will be another value. For t is equal to 2 hours, the rate of infiltration will be another value. You can develop this Horton's equation to determine the value of the infiltration rate for any duration hours. Okay, this is the Horton's equation. Develop the Horton's equation to fit the above data. This is the equation which fits the above data. Okay, hello. Hello, students. Hello.
ठीक है सर.
Okay. Now I will go for the question number 5. This is the another question. This question is related to the phi index. This question is related to the phi index. Phi index is given here. Phi index is given here. We have to calculate the total volume of the runoff or total depth of the runoff. If the catchment area is given, then we can find the surface runoff in terms of the catchment area. If the catchment area is not given, then surface runoff can be find out in terms of depth of rainfall or depth of runoff. Okay. Now the mass curve of rainfall. The mass curve means cumulative rainfall is provided for the mass curve. The mass curve of the rainfall of duration 100 minute is given below. If the catchment had an initial loss of 0.60 centimeter and a phi index of 0.60 centimeter per hour, calculate total surface runoff from the catchment. Here the initial loss is considered. Initial loss means that may be the interception loss or the depression storage. The interception loss or the depression storage is generally evaporated from the surface, and that will not flow at the surface runoff. Or at the initial loss of for the initial loss, there is no contribution of the infiltration by the initial loss. That initial loss is generally evaporated up to the atmosphere later. As soon as possible, the initial loss is generally evaporated back into the atmosphere. Okay, the initial loss is provided as 0.60 centimeter. Now look at the question. The data is given. Time is start from 0 to 20 minutes, 20 to 40 minutes, 40 to 60 minutes, 60 to 80, and 80 to 100 minutes. 20 minute interval time is considered here. Now from 0 to 20 minute interval, the total depth of rainfall is 0.50 centimeter. Okay, 0.50 centimeter. This is given in centimeter. Centimeter. Now make this data. This is time of start. Cumulative rainfall is given question. Now the incremental rainfall is for is 20 minutes. Incremental rainfall for is 20 minutes is this. Okay. Incremental rainfall for 20 minutes is this. Now you can provide another row also. Intensity of rainfall. Is now this is not considered up to this 60 centimeter, and for is 20 minute duration, and this will be 60 into 20 divided by 60, which gives the value of 0. For 20 minute duration, intensity of rainfall. Intensity of rainfall is for 20 minute duration. The intensity of rainfall is 60, and 60 divided by 60 into 20 divided by this. Okay. Point 6 into 20 divided by 60 is equal to 0. 1.4 minus 1.4 into 2 divided by 60. 1.4 into 20 over 60. 0.4766. For this 70. 0.7 into 20 divided by 60. 0.23. And for this is okay. This is not necessary here. You can understand from the data also. Directly we can understand. Okay. Now this is the data. The incremental rainfall for each hour, each 20 minutes is 50 minus 0, 50. 120 minus 50, 0.7. 2.6 minus 120, 1.4. 3.3 minus 2.6, 0.7. 3.5 minus 3.3, 0.20. Now initial loss is given as 60 centimeter. It's 0.60 centimeter. Okay. The first hour rainfall is only 0.50 centimeter. This rainfall is not sufficient for 60 centimeter of the initial loss. So the 0.10 centimeter should be taken from the second 20 minute rainfall. That's why for second 20 minute rainfall, total depth of rainfall is 0.70, and for fulfilling the remaining 0.10 centimeter of the initial loss, and this data is deducted from this value is deducted from the second 20 minute intervals 0.70 rainfall, which becomes the 0.60 centimeter, because 0.50 is taken from the first 20 minute rain, and the 0.10 centimeter is taken from the second 20 minute rainfall. So the rainfall that is utilized for the infiltration will be 0.60 centimeter here. For the third 20 minutes, which gives the 1.40, because there is the total depth of initial loss is already provided from up to 40 minute interval. That's why the initial loss is not subtracted from these other values. That's why it will be 1.4, it will be the 0.7, and it will be 0.3. Now the initial loss of 60 centimeter can be covered from 20 minute and rain of 50 centimeter, and the rest 0.10 centimeter is taken from 40 minute. That's why this 10 is subtracted here. Okay, this 0.10 centimeter is subtracted here for the second rainfall. Now high index is given as 60 centimeter per hour. The infiltration rate of the soil is given as 60 centimeter per hour. Here there is no rainfall. This rainfall do not produce runoff. For the 40-hour rainfall, the rainfall that is utilized for the infiltration is only 0.60 centimeter. But the rate of infiltration for the each 20 minute according for the hour is 0.60 centimeter. For 20 minutes, the rate of infiltration will be 0.20 centimeter. For 20 minutes, the rate of infiltration depth will be 0.60 divided by 3, which gives the value of 0.20 centimeter. Okay. And now the total depth of infiltration for each 20 minute interval is infiltration is 0.20 centimeter. But the depth of water precipitated is 0.60 centimeter here, which produces the runoff. This is also greater than 0.20, which produces the runoff. This value is also for 80 minute duration. This value of rainfall is greater than 0.20, that is infiltration depth greater than the infiltration depth. So this value also produces the runoff. But for the last 100 minute duration, the incremental rainfall or rainfall depth is only 0.20 centimeter. But the infiltration rate for the 20 minute interval from the 80 to 100 minutes is also 20 centimeter. That's why the the precipitated depth is all soaked by the soil, because rate of infiltration is 0.20 centimeter for each 20-minute interval. That's why this water 100 for 100 minute durations precipitation water depth do not produce the runoff, do not produce the surface runoff, because this water is fully soaked by the soil. So the total depth of runoff will be depth of rainfall minus depth of the infiltration for each centimeter, each hour. So the initial 20 minute, the depth of rainfall is 0, which does not produce the runoff, so it is 0. For 40 minutes, this second one, 0.60 is the total infiltration, total precipitation after deducting the initial loss, and the depth of infiltration is 20, means 0.40 centimeter is used by the used for the runoff. And the for 20 minute depth of rainfall, total depth of rainfall is 1.40 centimeter, but the for this 20 minute infiltration is only 0.20 centimeter. That's why this the excess rainfall depth will be 1.40 minus 20 for providing the runoff. Okay. Similarly, for 0.70 minus 0.20 is gives the value of this also produce the runoff. For the last hour, for the last 20 minutes, this value is 20 and this value is also 20. 20 minus 20, which gives the value of 0. It does not produce the runoff. Okay, 20 centimeter is precipitation, 20 centimeter is absorption, and there is no surface runoff due to this cause. So the surface runoff will be 0. Now, after adding all this surface runoff, total runoff will be calculated as 2.10 centimeter. Depth of total runoff is calculated as 2.10 centimeter. Okay, calculate the total runoff from the catchment. Therefore, depth of total runoff from the catchment is 2.10 centimeter. If you are provided with the area of the catchment, and you can provide the volume, you can calculate the volume of the runoff by multiplying this depth with the catchment area. Okay, if in this question, if a catchment area is given, then you can find the volume of surface runoff by multiplying this depth by the catchment area in terms of cubic meter. I am just providing the calculating the total surface runoff in terms of the depth of runoff. Okay, because area is not given, so it is calculated in terms of the depth of runoff. Now, for 6, we have not much more time, although it is 11:09. We have the class up to 11:20. Okay, 11:35, isn't it? 11:35. 11:35. Okay, we have time. Now 6, question number 6. Have you understand this? What I am doing in question number 5? Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir. त्यो इन्फिल्ट्रेसन के 0.20 भन्दा थोरै भए लिनु पर्थेन है?
पर्दैन।
हुन्छ सर।
मेरो पानी चाहिँ 0.20 सेन्टिमिटर पर्यो, इन्फिल्ट्रेसन 0.20 भयो भने त बगेर जान्छ र जम्मै पानी सोच्ने भयो नि त, होइन र? 20 सेन्टिमिटर पानी पर्यो 20 मिनटमा, हो कि होइन? अनि 20 सेन्टिमिटर के भयो त 20 मिनटमा सोचियो भने त बग्ने पानी भयो र त्यहाँ रनअप हुने पानी भयो भएन। जम्मै ग्राउन्डमा गइसकेपछि त्यसले रनअप प्रड्युस गर्दैन, त्यो नहोस् 0 भयो क्या लास्टको है। 20 - 20 भनेपछि त 0 भएन।
त्योभन्दा थोरै भयो नि लिनु परेन होइन?
त्योभन्दा थोरै भयो नि परेन के, त्यो थोरैमा छ नेगेटिभ आउँछ, नेगेटिभ भन्ने कहाँ हुन्छ त्यस्तो, बुझेनौ?
बुझेँ सर, भयो, थ्याङ्क यू।
यो है, यो यहाँ मैले बुझ्ने किसिमले यहाँ लेखिदिएको छु। इन्फिल्ट्रेसन फर इज 20 मिनट। 20 मिनटमा कति चाहिँ पानी चाहिँ इन्फिल्ट्रेट हुन्छ त भने 5 into delta t गर्ने हो delta t भनेको 20 मिनट भयो 5 भनेको हामीलाई दिएको छ कति दिएको छ 0.60 दिएको छ 1 घण्टामा 0.60 हुन्छ भने 20 मिनेटमा कति हुन्छ निकाल्न सकिँदैन युनिटरी मेथड त हो नि यो हैन र 20 मिनेटमा 5 into delta t गर्नु पर्यो 20 लाई इन टर्म्स अफ आवरमा लानु पर्यो 60 ले भाग गरेको 20 मिनेटलाई है त्यो गर्दा 0.20 सेन्टिमिटर हुन्छ प्रत्येक 20 मिनेटमा 20 सेन्टिमिटर पानी के हुन्छ त भन्दाखेरि सोसिएर जान्छ भने हामीलाई परेको पानी कति छ हेर्न पर्यो यो 0 छ पहिलो 20 आवरमा परेको पानीले के गर्यो नि त इन्फिल्ट्रेसनलाई चाहिँ यहाँ त इन्फिल्ट्रेसनलाई पुगेन इभापोरेसन भएर गइदियो इनिशियल लसमै लस भइसक्यो यो परेको त 60 सेन्टिमिटर त के 60 चाहिँ के छ 0.60 सेन्टिमिटर त के छ इनिशियल लसमा जान्छ अरे इभापोरेसन भएर जान्छ भने अब पहिलो चाहिँ 20 मिनेटमा परेको पानी त जम्मा यो 60 भन्दा पनि के भयो 50 चाहिँ कम भयो भनेपछि जम्मै पानी अझै यसलाई पुगेन यसलाई कति पुगेन 10.10 सेन्टिमिटर अझै पुगेन नपुगेको कारण लिनुपर्छ कभर गर्नलाई त्यो 40 को चाहिँ 40 मा परेको पानी भनेको कति हो 120 - 50 70 हो 70 मा 10 घटाउँदा कति भयो 60 यहाँ आएको कारण त्यो हो है यो 10 चाहिँ कसलाई पुराको भन्दाखेरि यो इनिशियल लसलाई यसले चाहिँ के गरेको रिकभर गरेको 10 ले बुझ्यो है बाँकी चाहिँ अब यो बाँकी पानी भनेको चाहिँ नि कि सोसिनु पर्यो कि बग्नु पर्यो हो कि हैन अब सोसिनलाई 20 सेन्टिमिटर युज भयो बग्नलाई कति भयो त रनअफलाई भने 40 0.40 चाहिँ यसबाट आयो यसबाट कति आयो 1.2 आयो यसबाट कति आयो 0.5 आयो 1.2 प्लस 0.5 प्लस यो 40 गर्दाखेरि 2.10 हुन आइपुग्यो यिनीहरूको कन्ट्रिब्युसन भयो किनभने 20 - 20 त 0 भइहाल्छ कन्ट्रिब्युसनै भयो बुझ्यो है नाउ move to the question number 6 this is the area is divided into 3 the catchment area is divided into 3 parts that is the soil may be variable the rainfall intensity may be variable the absorption capacity of the soil may be variable that's why the area is divided into 3 areas 3 zones zone 1 covers the 40% of the area zone 1 covers the 40% of the area similar zone 2 covers the 25% of the area and zone 3 covers the 35% of the area this is the total area of the catchment if the total area of the catchment is 1 then 0.40 will be zone 1 0.25 will be zone 2 0.35 will be zone 3 for that total catchment area okay this is the percentage of area covered by the different areas of that zones separated in the for that catchment now the phi index is different for this zone because the soil parameter may be different here the 40% area may have one type of soil 25% area have another type of soil and 35% area has the another type of soil so according to the soil and the absorption rate of the soil will be different that's why the phi index is nothing it is the average absorption rate of the soil which is centimeter per hour see absorption rate and 40% area had the absorption rate of 0.65 centimeter per hour 20% area has the absorption of 0.95 centimeter per hour and the 35% area has the phi index as 1.25 centimeter per hour now look at the rainfall the rainfall occurs for 3 different hours for the 40% 25% and 35% area for the first hour of the 35% area the total depth of rainfall is 1 centimeter for the first hour for first to second hour the total depth of rainfall is 60 centimeter 0.60 centimeter for second to third hour it is 1.90 centimeter for the 40% area similarly for the 25% area 0.45 0.75 1.5 and for the 35% area 2 1.5 and 1.3 centimeter of rainfall for respected hours duration. Now, according to the question, estimate the runoff from the catchment due to this system. What will be the total runoff from the catchment? Calculate the total runoff from the catchment or calculate the average runoff from the catchment. This can be done. Okay. Now, for this, we have to find whether this rainfall the intensity of rainfall for the first hour would be what will be the intensity of rainfall for the first hour hello one person please tell me what will be the intensity of rainfall for the first hour? The rainfall is given in centimeter here. Okay, intensity of rainfall is the velocity of rainfall. That is, centimeter is divided, this depth is divided by the time. Time is 1 hour. If you divide 1 divided 1, this will be the 1 centimeter per hour. For this is the second hour. From 2 to 1 hour, this is time duration in 1 hour. 0.60 divided by 1, this becomes the intensity of rainfall as 0.60 centimeter per hour. And this becomes 1 from 2 to 3, the total depth of rainfall is 1.90. Time hour is 1 hour. And 1.90 divided by 1, it becomes 1.90 centimeter per hour as the intensity of rainfall. Okay. So the depth of rainfall and the intensity of rainfall value is same, only the unit is different. Okay, for all these 3 hours consideration. Now look at the value of phi index and look at the value of intensity of rainfall. Now you think this value is intensity of rainfall, because this value is given in terms of the depth divided by time. Time is 1 hour, that's why the value will be same. I have not calculated the intensity of rainfall here, because intensity of the rainfall and the depth of rainfall will be same value, only the unit is only different. Okay, for total depth of rainfall 1 centimeter, for intensity of rainfall 1 centimeter per hour. For depth of rainfall 0.60 centimeter, for intensity of rainfall 0.60 centimeter per hour. Okay, value is same. Now that's why I have not calculated the intensity of rainfall for each hours for all the areas of areas for their intensity of rainfall calculation. Now look at the 40% area and its hourly distribution of the rainfall intensity. This rainfall intensity. Now compare this rainfall intensity with the phi index. The rate of absorption is 0.65. The depth of rainfall is 1. The depth of the absorption is 0.65 per hour. Depth of intensity of rainfall is 1 centimeter per hour, which is for the first hour, the rainfall depth is greater than the infiltration depth. Okay, 0.65 centimeter per hour means in 1 hour the depth of absorption is 0.65 centimeter. Okay, the one for the first hour of 30% area, this 1 centimeter there will produce the runoff, because it is greater than 0.65. Similarly, for the second hour, the intensity is 0.60, but phi index is 0.65. So phi index is more, that is infiltration is more than the rainfall. That's why this rainwater is totally soaked by the soil. This rainwater is totally infiltrated into the soil. This is totally absorbed by the soil. So there is no runoff. Second hour 0.60 centimeter does not produce the runoff. Okay. For the third hour, 1.90 is greater than 0.65. That's why 1.90 produce the runoff. Similarly, look at the 25% area. The rate of absorption is 0.95, but the precipitation rate is 0.45. That is 0.45 centimeter rainfall occurs for an hour, whereas the absorption depth is 0.95 centimeter per hour. That's why the rainfall is less than the infiltration rate. So all this rainfall is absorbed by the soil. So 0.45 centimeter per hour intensity does not produce the runoff. 0.75 also less than 0.95, which also does not produce the runoff. But 1.50 is greater than 0.195, which produces the runoff. Similarly, 35% area, phi index is 1.25, but rainfall is 2 centimeter, which is greater than 1.25, which produces the surface runoff. Similarly, second hour is also greater than 1.25, produces the surface runoff. Similarly, third hour is 1.30 centimeter per hour. This also produces the surface runoff, which is greater than 1.25. Now, calculate the runoff from all the catchments. respected catchment first. Now, considering the 40% area, phi index is 0.65 centimeter per hour is given here, but the rain intensity for second hour, consider the 48% area and the second hour, the rain intensity is 0.60 centimeter per hour, which does not produce the runoff because it is less than the phi index. It is less than the phi index. The second hour rainfall for the 40% area does not produce the surface runoff. Hence, this is not considered for calculating the runoff. Now, the runoff for this 40% area is runoff is P minus phi t. P minus phi t is the runoff. You can find the runoff, total runoff for the 40% area as R40 is equal to 1 minus 0.65 into 1. Because time is 1 hour, 1 plus this does not produce runoff. Second hour I have not considered here. Now third hour 1.90 minus 0.65 into 1, which gives the value of total depth of runoff as 1.55 centimeter from the 40% area. Similarly,
1.6
hello,
1.6 होला नि
1.35 here,
1.6
0.35 here, 1.35 also here, right?
फाइनल आन्सर 1.6 फाइनल होला
Final answer 1 minus 0.65, 0.35. Here is also 0.25, 0.35 and 0.25 is 1.9, 1.25 plus 1.35, 1.60. Okay. Mistake. Okay. Thank you for the correction. And 1.60. Considering the 25% area and this first hour and second hour does not produce runoff. I have not considered this. Only third hour rainfall is greater than the phi index. So this produces the runoff. And for 25% area, phi index is 0.95 centimeter per hour, but the rain intensity of first and second hour is 0.45, which is they do not produce runoff, which is less than 0.95. That's why it does not produce surface runoff. So surface runoff 20% area will be 1.50 minus 0.95 into 1, which gives the value of 0.55 centimeter. 0.55, 1.5 minus 0.95, 0.65, 0.45, 0.655. Okay. That's what positive 5 5. This is okay. Now considering 35% area, for 35% area, all the 3 hours rainfall will produce the runoff because they all are greater than 1.25. Okay. Now for 30% area, the total rainfall would be 2 minus 1.25 into 1 plus 1.5 minus 1.25 into 1 plus 1.3 minus 1.25 into 1, which gives the value of 1.05 centimeter. Now this is the for the third 35% area. Total runoff from the area, if you do not consider the total, if you get the total runoff, then total runoff will be 0.55 centimeter plus 1.05 centimeter plus 1.60 centimeter will be the total depth of runoff. Although if you consider the average rate of runoff, then the phi index is the average runoff from the catchment is calculated as R average, which is given as R40 into area 40 plus R25 into area 25 plus R35 into area 35 divided by total area. R1, R 40% area, 25% area, and the 30% area. If I consider 100 as the 100%, then total area 40% area will be 1 into 0.4, which gives the value of 0.40. Okay. Now R1 A1 plus R2 A2 plus R3 A3 divided by A1 plus A2 plus A3. That is R40 area, R25 area, and R35% area. which gives the total runoff as 1.125 centimeter according to the previous calculation. If you put the value of 1.50 here, then this may be changed. 1.60 here, it may be changed. Okay. .6 into 0.4 plus 0.55 into 0.25 plus 1.05 into 0.35 divided by 1, which gives the value of 1.125. 1.125. Hello? Hello? Have you understand this? This is the average runoff from the catchment, right? मैले के निकालेको एभरेज निकालेको व्हाट इज द रनअप फ्रम द क्याचमेन्ट भने छ। अब टोटल रनअप भन्यो भने जम्मै जोड्ने एभरेज रनअप हामी चाहिँ एभरेज कति हुन्छ भनेर निकालिन्छ टोटल क्याचमेन्टको। त्यो एभरेज रनअप भनेको यो तीनटा डिभाइडेड बाइ 3 गर्ने हैन कि यसलाई R1 A1 R2 A3 R2 A2 R3 A3 डिभाइडेड बाइ A1 + A2 + A3 गरेर गर्ने है। A40 A25 A35 गरेर गर्ने। R40 into A40 R25 into A25 R35 into A35 divided by A40, A25 and A35. Okay, you can do find the average depth of runoff from the catchment. Now, for question number 7, look at the question. The average rainfall over a basin of 50 hectare. Basin of 50 hectare during a storm was as follows. This is the 50 hectare. The rainfall is given as the incremental rainfall because from 0 to 1 hour 6 mm, from 1 to 2 hour 11 mm, from 2 to 3 34 mm, 3 to 4 28 mm, 4 to 5 12 mm, 5 to 6 6 mm, 6 to 7 0 mm. The water is the rainfall is in this train from 0 to 7 hours it is given as follows. If the volume of runoff from the system was measured 25 into 10 to the power 3 cubic meter, the volume of runoff is measured as 25 into 10 to the power 3 cubic meter. Determine the phi index for the basin. What will be the phi index for the basin? Okay, this is the question. Now, let me first question. This is the question. Okay. Now I will determine the insert row below. I'll determine the intensity of rainfall. Which gives the value of this is not considered. This time is 1 hour 6. For this time is 1 hour 11. 1 hour 34. 1 hour 20. 1 hour 12. 1 hour 6. Nothing. Look at the mm per hour. The O is given in mm. Rainfall is given in mm. So this is the intensity of rainfall. Okay. Depth of rainfall divided by time duration. 1 hour 0 to 1 1 hour. 1 to 2 also 1 hour. That's why it is divided by 1. The value will be same. Only the unit is different. Okay. Now this is the solution. Now the depth of runoff. Look at the depth. We have to find the runoff depth. What will be the total depth of runoff? The total volume of the runoff is given. Catchment area also given. Total volume of runoff is given, and the catchment area is given. We can find the depth of runoff by dividing the volume by the area of the catchment. This volume is in cubic meter, the area is given in hectare. This hectare can be converted into meter square by multiplying 10,000. Okay. Now the depth of runoff from 50 hectare land is equal to R. Volume of runoff divided by area of the catchment. Volume of runoff is 25 into 10 to the power 3 cubic meter divided by 50 hectare, which is converted into 10,000 by multiplying. Okay. Meter square. This is converted. This is the meter cube. See meter cube. Divide this value by this value, you will get the value in terms of the meter as the runoff depth. And if the rainfall is given in mm, and the we have to find the intensity. We have to find the infiltration rate, which is denoted by the phi index. So this is given in mm. So I have converted this meter into mm by multiplying it by 1000, which gives the value of 50 mm. The runoff depth is 50 mm. Now consider for the first trial. For the first trial, take the total time hour is 1 hour, 2 hour, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because last hour does not produce runoff, and this 0 hour is not considered because 7th hour at the rainfall of 0 mm. So this does not produce the runoff. That's why I have considering the total time of rainfall as 6 hours. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. Now time is considered as t is equal to 6 hours. Now total depth of precipitation. Total depth of precipitation up to 6 hours. Total depth of precipitation up to 6 hours is 6 plus 11 plus 34 plus 28 plus 12 plus 6, because this is not the cumulative rainfall. This is the hourly distribution of the rainfall. Total rainfall from the 0 to 6 hours is 6, 12, 28, 34, 11 and 6. You add up all these values. After adding these values, total precipitation will be 97 mm. Okay. Now the phi index. Phi index can be calculated by using the formula P minus R divided by T. Phi index is calculated by using the formula P minus R divided by T. The P is 97 mm, R is 50 mm, divided by time is 6 hours. You will get the phi index of 7.83 mm per hour. Okay, this is 7.83 mm per hour. The phi index calculated is 7.83 mm per hour. Now look at this question. The intensity of rainfall is 6 mm per hour. The phi index is 7.83 mm per hour. If the rate of rainfall is 6 mm per hour, the absorption capacity of the soil is 7.83 mm per hour. This 6 mm is totally soaked by this soil because infiltration rate is higher than the intensity of rainfall. Infiltration rate is higher than the intensity of rainfall. So this 6 cm does not produce the runoff. Okay. Similarly, for the second 1 hour, 11 is greater than 7.83, which produces runoff. 34 is greater than 7.83, produces runoff. 28 is greater than 7.83, produces runoff. 12 is greater than 7.83, produces runoff. 6 is less than 7.83, which does not produce the runoff. This is the rate. This is the rate. This first hour and the 6th hour rainfall, intensity of rainfall does not produce the runoff because this intensity is less than the absorption rate of the soil. सोइलले एब्जर्भ गर्ने रेट बढी छ, पानी त्योभन्दा सानो रेटमा पर्यो भने जब पानी के हुन्छ त शोषिन्छ, जसले गर्दाखेरि त्यसले के दिँदैन, रनअफ दिँदैन, भनेको बग्ने पानी दिँदैन भनेको, फ्लो भएर सर्फेसबाट बगेर जाने पानी चाहिँ दिँदैन। भनेपछि यसले के भयो त भन्दाखेरि अब हाम्रो यदि यो निकालेको जुन फाइ इन्डेक्स छ यो भ्यालु यहाँ प्रोभाइड गरेको इन्टेन्सिटी भन्दा सानो आइदिएका भए यही नै के भइदिन्थ्यो, फाइ इन्डेक्स हुन्थ्यो। तर यहाँ के छ त, intensity of rainfall for the 2 hour is less than the phi index calculated. So we should not consider the rainfall of this 6 centimeter and the rainfall of this 6 centimeter for calculating for the precipitation for the next trial. Now For second trial, the rainfall excess is not produced from the first and sixth hour, because 6 is less than, both of these are less than phi index calculated. So time of excess rainfall is considered. Now this hour is not considered. This first hour and this 6th hour is not considered. So this hour is not considered. Okay, first hour and 6th hour is not considered. So the remaining time will be 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. From 2 to 5 hours, from 1 to 2 hour 1 hour, 2 to 3 hour 1 hour, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. Not 5 to 6 hours is not considered, because the rainfall is low. The rainfall rate is low. So the time of excess rainfall for the second trial will be TE is equal to 4 hours, and the rainfall excess precipitation will be, total precipitation is 97. You have to deduct this 6 centimeter and this 6 centimeter. Okay, this 6 centimeter rainfall and this 6 centimeter rainfall should be deducted, should not be considered for the next trial. That's why total depth of rainfall is 97 mm. Deduct the intensity of rainfall, which which having the rainfall depth of rainfall having, which is less than the phi index, and the respected rainfall depth is not considered from the total rainfall depth. So P for the second trial will be 97 minus 2 times 6, which gives the value of 97. P for the second trial will be 97 minus 2 times 6, because these values are 6. Okay, after deducting this, the precipitation will be 85 mm. Now the phi index calculated will be, phi index is equal to 85 minus runoff is calculated as 50 already. 50 divided by the time of excess rainfall is, now you can take the time of rainfall as TE. This T is not utilized here. Now new T is utilized for calculating the phi index. P minus R divided by TE, which gives the value of 8.75 mm per hour. Now look at this. The remaining portion of this intensity. Look at for the remaining portion of the intensity. Not look at for the red portion, that is already deleted. Now look at the remaining intensities of rainfall. These are the remaining intensities of rainfall for the second trial. Okay. All these values are greater than 8.75 mm per hour, because 11 is greater than 8.75, 34 is greater than 8.75, 28 is greater than 8.75, and 12 is greater than 8.75. So all these precipitation of 11 centimeter, 35 centimeter, 28 centimeter, and 12 centimeter will produce the surface runoff. So that this is the phi index. The precipitation rate is more than infiltration rate, which produces the runoff. Hence phi index is 8.75 mm per hour, which is less than all the remaining intensity. The calculated value is 8.75 mm per hour. Okay, that is less than. You all understand this? Hello?
Sir.
You can find this is not the phi index. First trial, the second trial, this is the phi index, because this value is less than the remaining 11, 34, 28, and 12 mm per hour. So that this is the phi index of this area. Okay, I have completed up to 7. I'll do later in the tomorrow's class at tomorrow class. So I'll in my session for today, and I have to download the attendance first. 37 students are present, and let me block my screen share, and let me stop the recording. Okay.